Today we're going to be teaching you how this one simple exercise can drop your cortisol levels, raise your metabolism, and also help you get better sleep. Let's get to it. Hello everybody, it's Vernon from Happy Meals here, making sure we are keeping you healthy and happy with the Happy Meals. Alright, so some of us are trying to figure out what is going on with our bodies. Why am I gaining weight? What's going on with this belly that you might be developing? Now some of you might be blaming it on the kitchen, but it might not only be the kitchen, it could be your cortisol levels. Now cortisol, I'm going to do my best to make me look like Bill Nye. And if you don't know who Bill Nye is, I am sorry for you, but look him up. He made science so simple, but he also made it fun. We need to be 80% parasympathetic, 20% sympathetic. But not for us. No, not in our society. What we are doing is right now, we're in 80% sympathetic. 80% in our cortisol levels rating, 80% in our adrenal glands working harder, making our adrenaline pump. And that is starting to wear people out, which is making people gain weight. Now what we're going to do is we're going to flip this on its head, because what I'm going to show you in a few seconds is what you can do, and it's a really simple thing. In fact, you're doing it right now as you're watching this video. And by the way, you do this all the time when you are stressed. It's breathing. One of the most human things that you can do, things you don't even think about. But I'm going to show you how to get that parasympathetic system revved up, to get that metabolism going. It's really simple, and you can do this every day. You can even do this right now with me, which I hope you're going to do. By the way, if you like content like this, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and smash that notification bell, because we make science simple and making sure we can get those first 10 pounds off easy with Happy Meals. I do want to take a note. If you have some sort of injury that is preventing you from standing up, don't be worried about this. You can do the same exact thing laying down. I just want you to do your best. Use some common sense, making sure you're not in pain, and also check in with the physician to make sure that you can lie down flat on your back as best as you can. If you can't lay down flat on your back, or it's just a little difficult for you to lie down flat on your back, that's fine. What you can do is kind of lay on your side, but just do your best. Make sure, again, you consult with a doctor and use some common sense here. If you feel pain, stop. So let's get started with the basics. Around to the end, because I want to show you this one key feature of doing this exercise that is really going to make a big difference. Let's get to it. About breathing is we don't think about it. And if we're not paying attention to it, it can literally change to what state that we're in, and not only just emotionally, but also what this thing is going to do here in terms of performance. So what I want you to do is really quickly just show you the difference. For typically, a lot of people, especially when we're in that sympathetic state, that's when our cortisol levels are higher. What tends to happen is we start breathing from our chest. Oftentimes, many men tend to breathe more from their chest than from their belly, and that's where you want to breathe from. There's a vagus nerve in there that controls so much. By lots of research out there that is calling this the second brain. So what can happen with the chest breathing when we're in that sympathetic state is, and you can really see how the shoulders and the rib cage expands. Now that's fine for a moment, but what happens when we're working too much, if you have small children like I do, if maybe you're working from home like I do, or you just have lots of responsibilities, maybe you're an entrepreneur, or maybe you're a single parent, maybe you just have lots of things going on, maybe you're taking care of an ailing family member, or just life in general, you, if without paying attention, will spend lots of time up here. Now that's fine for a short while, but it's not good long term, because that will start to compromise some things, as I mentioned earlier. What we want to do is we want to start training our body to start breathing from our belly. We want to make sure that instead of expanding from our rib cage, making our chest expand, we want to take it from our belly. And a good way to do this is place your hands on your stomach. And you want to make sure as you take a deep breath and you go in through the nose, you want to fill up the balloon and then blow that air right out. Now what you want to do, and this is why this exercise is so important, I'm kind of breaking this down for you, is you want to make sure you're holding this for a 1 count all the way up to a 10 count. Now it's going to be a little difficult if maybe you haven't practiced something like this, that's okay, we got you. But what you want to do is maybe not get to 10, but let's get to 5, all right? Now what you're going to do also is additionally this, I want to make sure I mention this, in through the nose, act like you're sucking air through a straw. And as you suck the air in through your straw, make sure you're forcing those fingers just a little bit further apart. They don't need to be completely open, but you want to make sure that you're expanding your stomach. Making sure we're hitting that vagus nerve so that way it can tell your body, hey, guess what? We don't need to be so worried. We don't need to be so stressed. You just do that naturally. Now we're doing it together in an exercise. All right, so let's do this together. All right, so in through the nose, big exhale through the mouth. What I want you to do is to take this and run with it. Do this 3 to 4 times a day. You can do this seated. It's preferably to do it standing up if you can, but I want to do something that's more realistic. If you're working from home, if you spend a lot of time in the chair, this is what's probably gonna be the most comfortable position that's not gonna draw a lot of attention to you. Try this exercise out for the next week and let me know what type of results you have. I wanna thank you so much for watching this. If you'd like to add a point or add a tip to something I may have missed, because you know what, I'm not perfect. I'm human just like everyone else. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like content just like this, check these other videos out, and we're gonna see you all next time.